Good to meet you. And, when I was watching Birds of Paradise, I'm about three-fourths or nine-tenths of the way done, and I'm thinking, oh no, it's going to be over because it's so good. Should there be a sequel? Should there be a prequel? Looking for Paradise?
How cool. I'm so glad you felt that way. I mean, I certainly, as a filmmaker, I'm a bit of a maximalist. I like my stories dense and chewy, and I like to hopefully make the kind of thing you want to watch more than once. And there's definitely more story to tell there. I had more, it was more story than I had room for in one movie. So I'm glad you felt that way.
I really enjoyed it. I kind of had a weird bad attitude as a guy going into watching a ballet. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
you're like,
ballet, but the girls are going to kiss. Okay, let's watch this. Let's see something's going to happen here, right? So, and then it just got better and better and better, and I'm just like, awesome to watch.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we surprised you. Yeah, and I think it is interesting. I do feel like there's a tendency with ballet movies or with movies with particularly young female leads where I think guys think, oh, that's not going to be for me. And you know what? We're missing out on each other's humanity when we think that way. So I'm really glad you gave it a chance.
Right, I'm sorry, I had a bad attitude. I'm like, okay, ballet movie, okay, let's go. But I thought about it in sports too, because
Yeah.
sports has a lot of, the bleeding of the feet with your cleats and football and stuff. And I saw, the bleeding of the
That's
of the
right.
toes.
There's
So I'm like,
nothing. Ballet can go head to head with any sport in terms of how hard it is on the human body and how difficult it is to achieve. And I've been saying, and I'll continue to say, I think ballet should be an Olympic sport. I think it should be, I mean, it is an art form, but just the way figure skating actually is an Olympic sport, I think ballet should be too. It's true, the pinnacle of athleticism, really.
it should be 1,000%. I totally agree. When you're shooting those ballet scenes, and maybe you had to do a mix of actually ballerinas and the talent, how was it shooting those scenes? I saw you shooting those scenes back and forth, chopped off to the actor, chopped back. How was the sequence for you shooting that, directing it?
Yeah. I mean, it is very similar to shooting an action sequence with a stunt double, actually, and both in when you're shooting fight scenes or action sequences and dance scenes, you really want to make sure you're tapping into the emotion of the character, or else it ceases to be interesting. So it's both a technical exercise and hopefully an artistic one too. But it took a lot of very careful planning and going to rehearsals with the choreographer, making sure we had angles we knew we could sell. And there's VFX involved too. So, I had a VFX budget that I needed to ration and make sure that I was using those VFX moments really carefully for the things we really wanted to hit and sell. So it was very, very carefully planned. And at the same time on the day, I try to do this with all the scenes I'm directing, where I come really prepared, but then also give myself room to improvise and play and discover.
It was so physical watching it. Oh, my hands were sweating. I was like, come on, like try. And,
Yeah.
even for the main actress, when she hurt her leg, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
man, just
Yeah.
like, it was really, really well done, by the way. Total masterpiece. Where are you going to keep your Oscar?
I love that question. Geez. I don't know. That's a very sweet question, though. I will say, and sort of the theme of this movie, like I genuinely have never really been into this whole gig for awards or anything like that. I think that for me, making movies is just a chance to contemplate questions deeply and do so with other people. It's a very collaborative medium. And I really feel like there's really no better job than to get to go make something from our imaginations together.
Great job. I'm recommending this to all my guy friends.
Yes, I like
I like
it.
it.
I appreciate you.
Take care. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Mhm.
Ciao.